Morning children, welcome to the Shivaji Group of Institution online classes. Kids, I am your Hindi teacher. Today I am going to take Hindi literature class. बच्चों, आज मैं आपको हिंदी लिटरेचर में पाठ 4 के अभ्यास कार्य कराऊंगी। पिछली कक्षा में मैंने आपको पाठ 4 पढ़ाया था। आज मैं उसी चैप्टर के अभ्यास कार्य कराना जा रही हूँ। अभ्यास कार्य 1 में लिखित अभिव्यक्ति में प्रश्न उत्तर है, जो कि मैं आपको कॉपी में कराऊंगी। अब उसके बाद नंबर 2 अभ्यास का है उचित शब्द चुनकर खाली स्थान भरिए। पेज संख्या है 32। आप उसमें देख सकते हैं और मेरे साथ उसमें लिखना शुरू करिए। उचित शब्द चुनकर खाली स्थान भरिए। का है उनके पिता को बहुत खाली स्थान हुआ। तो इस खाली स्थान में आप क्या पढ़ेंगे? आपको यहाँ पर ऑप्शंस भी दिए हुए हैं, आपको इन्हीं में से देखकर इसमें फिल करना है। तो उनके पिता को बहुत, इसमें से आपको क्या लग रहा है? इसमें क्या आना चाहिए? दुख। उनके पिता को बहुत दुख हुआ। ठीक है। खा पे आते हैं हम लोग। मैंने खाली स्थान लोगों के लिए धन खर्च किया है। इसमें आपको दिया है दुख, तो आपका हो गया है। अब आपके 3 ऑप्शन बचे हैं, तो यहाँ पर क्या आएगा? मैंने भूखे, यहाँ पर क्या आएगा? भूखे। मैंने भूखे लोगों के लिए धन खर्च किया है। तो आपके 2 हो गए हैं। 4 नंबर पे आते हैं। इससे बढ़िया खाली स्थान और क्या हो सकता है? अब आपके इसमें से 2 प्रयोग हो चुके हैं, अब 2 बचे हैं। इसमें से क्या होगा? यहाँ पर सौदा। यहाँ पर क्या आएगा? सौदा। इससे बढ़िया सौदा और क्या हो सकता है? घ नंबर पे आते हैं। उनके खाली स्थान लोगों को सच्चा मार्ग दिखाते हैं। तो आपका ये हो गया है। आखिरी बचा है उपदेश। तो यहाँ पर क्या जाएगा? उपदेश। तो उनके उपदेश लोगों को सच्चा मार्ग दिखाते हैं। एक बार फिर से हम लोग पढ़ लेते हैं। का उनके पिता को बहुत दुख हुआ। खाली जगह पे क्या भरना था? दुख। खा मैंने खाली जगह पर क्या भर रहा है हम लोगों ने? भूखे। मैंने भूखे लोगों के लिए धन खर्च किया है। ग है इससे बढ़िया, यहाँ पर खाली जगह पे हमने क्या भरा है? सौदा। इससे बढ़िया सौदा और क्या हो सकता है? घ उनके खाली जगह पर हम लोगों ने क्या भरा है? उपदेश। उनके उपदेश लोगों को सच्चा मार्ग दिखाते हैं। तो बच्चों, आपकी अभ्यास कार्य 2 पूरा हो गया है। अब हम लोग आगे अभ्यास कार्य 3 शुरू करते हैं। एक्सरसाइज 3 है सही वाक्यों के आगे स तथा गलत वाक्यों के आगे गा लिखिए। क्या है? सही वाक्यों के आगे स तथा गलत वाक्यों के आगे गा लिखिए। का है अच्छे लोगों को जगह जगह फैल जाना चाहिए। ये कथन बच्चों क्या है? सही है या गलत? जी, ये कथन सही है। अच्छे लोगों को हर जगह फैल जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि उनकी जब बोल फैलेंगे तो उनकी अच्छाई हर जगह फैलेगी। खा है गुरु नानक देव जी के पिता पटवारी थे। ये कथन सही है या गलत? सही है। तो इसमें हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? सा। गा है गुरु नानक देव जी सिख धर्म के प्रथम गुरु थे। ये कथन सही है या गलत? सही है। मैंने आपको चैप्टर में बताया भी था। आगे आते हैं घ गुरु नानक देव जी ने पूरे विश्व का भ्रमण किया। ये कथन सही है या गलत? गलत, क्योंकि उन्होंने भारत का भ्रमण किया था। गुरु नानक देव जी ने पूरे भारत का भ्रमण किया था। अंगा में आते हैं। बाला और मर्दाना गुरु नानक देव जी के 2 भाई थे। ये कथन सही या गलत? गलत। इसमें हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? गलत। क्यों? क्योंकि बाला और मर्दाना गुरु नानक देव जी के क्या थे? शिष्य थे। तो एक बार फिर से देखते हैं। का अच्छे लोगों को जगह जगह फैल जाना चाहिए, इसमें लिखेंगे सा। खा गुरु नानक देव जी के पिता पटवारी थे, ये भी कथन सही है, इसमें भी लिखेंगे सा। गा गुरु नानक देव जी सिख धर्म के प्रथम गुरु थे, ये कथन सही है, इसमें लिखेंगे सा। घ गुरु नानक देव जी ने पूरे विश्व का भ्रमण किया, ये कथन गलत है, उन्होंने केवल पूरे भारत का भ्रमण किया था, इसलिए यहाँ पे लिखा हम लोगों ने गा। आगे लास्ट में आते हैं। बाला और मर्दाना गुरु नानक देव जी के दो भाई थे, ये कथन भी गलत है, तो इसमें क्या लिखेंगे? गा, क्योंकि बाला और मर्दाना उनके कौन थे? शिष्य थे। तो बच्चों आपकी अभ्यास संख्या 3 पूरी हो गई है। अब हम लोग अभ्यास संख्या 4 करना शुरू करते हैं। अभ्यास संख्या 4 है, सही विकल्प पर सही का निशान लगाइए। तो अब हम लोग एक्सरसाइज 4 करना सही शुरू करते हैं। सही विकल्प पर सही का निशान लगाइए। इसमें कहा है कैसे लोगों का एक ही जगह रहना उचित है। उसके ऑप्शन है आ अच्छे लोगों का, बा स्वार्थी और भूखे लोगों का, सा नेता लोगों का, दा साधु सज्जनों का। तो इसका ऑप्शन कौन सा सही है बच्चों? बा स्वार्थी और भूखे लोगों का। ये आपको मैंने चैप्टर में पढ़ाया भी था। खा पे आते हैं। गुरु नानक देव जी की माता का नाम था। इसके ऑप्शन है आ अमृता, बा तृप्ता, सा नम्रता, दा निवेदिता। तो इसका आंसर कौन सा सही होगा बच्चों? बा तृप्ता। बा पर टिक लगा देंगे। ओके। गा बचपन से ही नानक का स्वभाव था। तो इसके ऑप्शन है आ चंचल, बा शांत, सा अशांत, दा रूखा। इसका कौन सा आंसर सही होगा? बा शांत। उसमें टिक लगा देंगे। घा है जीवन के अंतिम दिनों में गुरु नानक देव जी रहने लगे। इसका ऑप्शन है आ करतारपुर में, बा करतारपुर में, सा अमृतसर में, दा सियालकोट में। तो इसका आंसर कौन सा सही होगा बच्चों? आ करतारपुर में। तो आज आपको मैंने अभ्यास का 2, 3, 4 करा दिए हैं। आगे के अभ्यास का मैं अगली कक्षा में कराऊंगी। थैंक यू।
Good morning, students. This is your EVS teacher from Shabbat Group of Institutions. I welcome you all in the online classes. Students, this is your third period of EVS of class 2nd. This is your EVS teacher. So, students, before start today's class, let's recall what we have learned yesterday. So, in the last class, we had read this chapter that is health is wealth, and in that class, we had read about some cleaning habits, healthy habits, and eating habits. So, today we will start a new topic, that is care of sense organs. Care of sense organs. That how we can cure our sense organs. So before start this topic, let's know about it. How many sense organs do we have? So we have 5 sense organs. That is, number 1 is eyes. Number 2 is ears. Number 3 is nose. Number 4 is tongue. And number 5 is skin. Now we will know about the function of our sense organs, that how these sense organs will help us. So eyes. What is the use of eyes? So eyes help us. Eyes helps us to see. Ears. How ears help us? So ears help us to hear. What is the function of nose? Nose helps us water or cold water because it keeps your eyes clean or relaxed or cold. So we should wash our eyes with a clean or cold water every day. And the next one is that never read in a dim light. Suppose that there is a light which is very dim. So make sure that there is a proper light while you are reading. Do not read in a dim light because it will affect your eyes. Do not read in a moving vehicle. Like if you are going somewhere, you are in a moving vehicle like car or bike. So do not read if you are in moving vehicle. Read when you are properly sitting at a place and when there is a proper light. Just read them. Now we will read about the next sense organ, that how we can care our ears. So the first one is that we should not put any sharp object inside our ears like pencil, pen or matchstick. Do not put any object inside your ears. Clean your ears with a soft cotton buds if you want to clean. Now the next one is nose. So how we can cure our nose? The first one again, that do not put any sharp object inside your nose and use your nose with a clean towel. Do not poke the nose with fingers, means do not put your fingers also inside your nose. Do not poke your nose with fingers, and keep the nose clean by blowing it gently. Means if you want to clean your nose, keep your nose with a clean towel by blowing it gently or slowly. Now we will read about the next sense organ, that is tongue. So how we can care our tongues? The first thing, that do not eat things that are too hot, too cold or too spicy. Eat the things that are normal in taste because it will harm your tongue. If you will eat too hot things, too cold things or too spicy, so it will harm your tongue and it will affect your digestion also. Clean your tongue every day with a tongue cleaner. So as we all brush our teeth every day, twice in a day at least, once in the morning and once in the night. So after brushing your teeth in the morning, clean your tongue also with a tongue cleaner. That is about tongue. Now we will read about the next sense organ, that is the last, skin. So how we can care our skin? So the first thing, that we should take a bath every day. Means we should take bath daily and we use a good soap for bath and a clean, and after bath wipe your body with a clean towel. Do not use any dirty towel. Wash your hands and feet after playing and after using the toilet or after having meals. So you should wash your hands and legs after playing and after using the toilet, and wash your hands again before and after taking meals. And in this pandemic time, you should at least wash your hands 8 to 10 times daily, or keep a sanitizer with you and sanitize your hands at least 7 to 8 times. Wash your face 3 to 4 times in a day. Means you should wash your face. We should wash our face at least 3 to 4 times in a day. Now we know about the more habits, that which habits can keep us healthy and fit. So to keep ourselves fit and healthy, what we should do? We should do regular exercise because yoga or exercise makes our body fit, healthy and strong. Sit, walk and stand in a proper posture. We should always sit, walk and stand in a proper posture. Means if you are as I already explained in the healthy habits, that we should keep our back straight while sitting, standing or walking. So for these sitting, standing or walking, we should keep our back straight, and we should always walk, stand and sit in a proper posture. Keep ourselves clean and tidy. Means we should always clean ourselves clean and tidy. Means we should take a bath every day. We should keep our nails trimmed, and we should dress in a neat uniform, and so that it will keeps you fit and healthy. Eat fresh and healthy food. That we should always eat fresh and healthy food. We should not eat the junk food, and we should always eat food which is good for health, like fruits, vegetables. We should take proteins, should avoid the junk food that are selling on the open areas. So we should avoid junk food. We should not overeat. We should eat our meals at proper times. Like as we all know that we take up 3 meals in a day. Once in the morning, that is breakfast. Second is a noon, that is lunch, and the third in the night, that is dinner. So we should take our meals at proper time. Take proper care of our sense organs. As I already explained that how we can care our sense organs. So you should follow these habits and take rest. As I've already explained that our body gets tired doing a lot of work. That's why we should take proper rest and sleep, because it makes your body active and fit for the next day. So students, now this chapter is finished. I hope that you have understood this chapter. So students, in the next class we will do the book exercises of this chapter. So today, note down your homework. Your today's homework is on page number 20. You can see there is a friendly activity. That is your today's homework. That do the activity which is given, on page number 20 of lesson 4. This is your today's homework. So students, that's all for today. Thank you for attending this class. Now we will meet in our next class.
Hello, good morning students. I welcome you all in our online classes. I am your math teacher from Sivaji Group of Institutions. So students, this is your fourth period, that is of maths, right? So students, as you know that on the study we have started our chapter 2, right? So chapter 2. The name of our second chapter is addition. So students, as you know that we have finished our first exercise in chapter 2 in our studies class, and I have also given some homework to do in your home for completing your exercise first, right? So students, if you have finished your complete exercise first, now I want to take a short review for reconfirming that you have no doubt in your first exercise. Okay, so in your first exercise, in first question, suppose that you have numbers 22 and you have to add 8 with 22. So how can you add 8 with 22? First of all, you will take this number, that is 22, and you will start counting from 22 by 8. Okay, so this is 22, so start counting from 22 by 8. So after 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, will write here 6. Then you will come to the tens. In tens you have 3 and 4. You will start from 3. So after 3 you will add by 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. What you are getting? 7. So you will fill here 7. Okay. One more example you can see. 3, 1, 2, 2. Always you will start counting from ones. In ones position you have numbers 1 and 2. So first of all you will start counting from 1. Then by adding 2. So in 1 after 1 add 2 and 3. What you are getting? 3. You will fill here 3. And come to the tens. 3 and 2. After 3 start counting by 2. So 4 and 5. What you are getting? 5. So student, this was all about your first exercise in your chapter second. This was a short review. Now I hope so that you have no problem in your first exercise. So now I am going to start your second exercise in your chapter second addition, and open your page number 14 for starting second exercise. Okay, so page number 14. Okay, so student, as you can see that the notebook which you have in your hand, that is of blocks. So I am going to make blocks here for your comfortableness. Okay, so student, this is as like your notebook. So your exercise 2. You can see in your page number 40, this is fill in the boxes. Fill in the boxes. Your first question is 5 plus 6. 5 plus 6 is equal to box plus 6. Okay. So how can you understand this question? You can understand this question with a property. The property is A plus B equal to B plus A. Okay. So you can suppose that the value of A is 5 and the value of B is 6. Okay. So A plus B equal to B plus A. So value of B you will fill here. The value of B is 6. You will fill here 6. And this is already the value of 5. Okay. So A plus B equal to B plus A. A plus B equal to B plus A. 5 plus 6 equal to 6 plus 5. Okay. One more example you can take here, that is 9 plus 7. The box 9. Okay. This is for your understanding. You can erase it. So this is also related to the property A plus B equal to B plus A. So the value of A is 9 plus value of B is 7. So A plus B equal to B. So you will fill here the value of B. The value of A is 7. So you will fill here 7. Okay. Plus A. So value of A is 9. A plus B equal to B plus A. 9 plus 7 equal to 7 plus 9. Okay. One more question we can take here, that is 12 plus this is box is equal to 12.
Baloo. The first character is Baloo. The second one, Baloo. Okay. The second one is Bunny. And the third one is Minky. The third character in this story is Minky. Baloo is the bear. Baloo is the bear. Bunny is the rabbit. And Minky is the monkey. So, how many characters are there in this story? There are the three characters in this story. The first one is Baloo, who is the bear. The second one is Bunny, who is the rabbit. The third one is Minky. Minky is the monkey. They all are friends. They all are living in a jungle. So they all are sitting under a tree. Baloo, who is the bear, he is saying to their friends that let's play a guessing game. Each one of us will give clue. Which game they are going to play? They are going to play a guessing game. And each one of us has to give a clue. And the other one will give the answer. And the clue should be about an animal or bird. The clue should be animal or bird. The other will guess that animal or bird. Bunny, wow, that sounds fun. Bunny, who is the rabbit, after listening this game from his friend Baloo, he is saying that wow, that sounds fun. Minky, I will start first. Minky, who is the monkey, he is saying to their friend that I will start first. Means first he will give the clue. Baloo, who is the bear, he is saying, okay, you start the game. Minky, who is the monkey, Minky is saying that it is called the king of the forest, it's roared. What clue was given by Minky? Minky is saying it is a king of a forest. It roars. It's a clue and it is given by Minky. So, Bunny, who is a rabbit, after hearing the clue which was given by Minky, Baloo is going to give an answer. Baloo has given an answer. Is it a lion? He is saying that. Is it a lion? What answer was given by Bunny? Bunny is saying that is it a lion? Lion is the king of the forest and it's roar. So it is a right answer. Minky, who is the monkey? Minky is saying yes, it is right. Now Baloo is going to give the second one clue. Let's see what the clue is. Name an animal that gives milk. It breeds. What clue was given by Baloo? Baloo is saying name an animal sound of that animal is bleat. So, what's the right answer? Bunny, who is the rabbit, he was given the answer that is cow. What answer he has given? He has given the answer that is cow. Ballu. Cow gives us milk. Ballu, who is the bear? Ballu is saying that cow gives us milk. It's correct, but it doesn't bleat. Its sound is moo. Moose. Cow sound is not bleat. The sound of the cow is moose. Minky, who is the rabbit? I know it. Minky is saying that I know the right answer, and the right answer of this clue is goat. Goat give us milk, and the sound of the goat is bleat. Minky, I will tell you a word. Now Minky is a monkey. Minky is saying that now I will give a clue, and I will tell you a word that let's see who will guess first correctly. So Minky, who is the monkey, Minky is giving the clue, and he is saying that it is in black and white bird. It cannot fly. It's walk in a funny way. The third clue is given by monkey, and what clue he has given? Black and white. Black and white. A bird which is in black and white. It cannot fly. It cannot fly. It walk in a funny way. So which bird is in black and white? And the bird cannot fly. It walks in a funny way. So his friend Bunny is saying this clue is given by Minky, who is the monkey. So his friend Bunny is saying Ballu, who is the bear, Ballu is also walking in a funny way. So Minky is laughing after hearing this. Minky is saying that but Ballu is not in a black and white color. So Ballu is saying that hey friends, I am not walking in a funny way. Bunny, who is a rabbit, Bunny is given the answer, and he has given the answer that is it a penguin? Bunny is saying is it a penguin? Minky, yes, you are right. The right answer is yes, you are right. Now we will read. Ballu, that is enough for today. I have to go home and cook food. Now Ballu is saying that this is enough for today. Now I have to go home and I have to cook food. Ballu, but what about my turn? Bunny is saying, but what about my turn? Because Bunny turn didn't came now. So he is very worried that but what about my turn? Ballu, we will play again tomorrow. Ballu is saying that my friend, we will play this game again tomorrow. So students, today we will read till here. I will continue this chapter in my next video. So students, write down your homework. Reread the explain chapter.
period of modern science. Before start today's class, let's recall what we have learned in the last class. In the last class, we had read this chapter Teamwork. So today we will read the same chapter so that if there will be any confusion, you can clear it by this class. So students, take out your book, open chapter 3. Chapter name is Teamwork, page number 17. So students, in this before start the chapter, let's know about the chapter that there are the characters. This is a story of some pigeons. So characters are a pigeon family and Mr. Mouse. Mr. Mouse, friend of pigeons and a bird hunter. In the story, we will read about these. This story is about a pigeon family who lived in a neem tree. So firstly, we will read the objective of the lesson. That the objective of the lesson are to develop the sense of responsibility and team spirit, means among the children to develop the spirit of teams work and sense of responsibility among the children. To make them aware that teamwork is about working together to achieve common goal, and to explain to the children that if they will work in a team, so they will do the work properly and timely, and they will achieve a common goal with the help of their team members. To make them understand, working in team creates positive atmosphere and reduce the workload. So means if they will work in a team, so they will the work will be done in a short time, so the workload will be reduced and it creates a positive atmosphere. So let us read the story of some pigeons who work together to escape from the net. So in this chapter we will read the story of some pigeons who lived in a tree, and the pigeons got stuck in a net, and when they worked in a team, so they were freed. So the title of the story is The Flight of Pigeons. Once upon a time, a family of pigeons lived on a neem tree in a forest. Every morning, they looked for bits of food. One fine morning, they saw some grains on the ground near the tree. The young pigeon was delighted to see the food. So, in this chapter, there is a story of pigeons. A pigeon family lived on a tree. The tree was of neem trees. So, pigeon family lived on a neem tree. So, every morning, they went out to get some food. So, one morning, they saw that near the tree on the ground some grains were fallen. So when the pigeons saw the grains, they were very happy, and the young pigeon were very delighted to see the grains. The pigeons were happy to see the grains, and when they flew down to peck the grains, on the ground, and when they started eating the grains, they got stuck in a net. So when they started picking the grains, there was a net in which the pigeons were stuck, and that net was laid by a bird hunter. They looked up chirping in fear, and when they got stuck in the net, they started chirping. Chirping means sound of birds. So when they stuck, so they started chirping. They were very worried. It was a bird trapper. He had laid a trap for them. So there was a bird hunter or bird trapper. He made a trap for the pigeons. He wants to caught the pigeons. And when the pigeons were stuck in the net, so the mother pigeon started crying that, oh, we are trapped. Now what we do? How we can escape from here? So when they got stuck among the pigeons, pigeon, she is a mother pigeon, she started crying. She said that, oh, now we are stuck. How we can free from here? How we can escape from here? We got stuck. We are trapped. Then grandfather pigeon, among the pigeons, grandfather pigeon is the old pigeon, and he is very intelligent and wise. So he replied that grandfather pigeon pigeon consoled the mother pigeon that do not worry, if we will work in a team, so we will escape from this net. So when the grandfather pigeon said that we will escape from here, so the brother pigeon asked that how we can escape from here. Then grandfather pigeon said that listen carefully. When I say go, all of you must leave the net and fly upwards. So when grandfather pigeons give the command to the pigeons that when I will say go, you should stop eating. You will stop eating and fly upwards by carrying the net. So when all the pigeons stopped eating and when grandfather pigeon said go, all the pigeons left the net, took off together and flew upwards. And there was a bird hunter who was hiding in a tree, behind a tree. So when he saw that all the pigeons were flying, so he shouted that wait. The pigeons flew faster and faster till they reached a far place. So they flew faster and they reached a place in which there is a tree, and on that tree a mouse whose name is Mr. Mouse. He lived on that in the hole of the tree. Then grandfather pigeon woke up Mr. Mouse that the Mr. Mouse was sleeping. So grandfather pigeon woke him up that they needed their help. So that's why they woke up the Mr. Mouse. And then as you all know that mouse has very sharp teeth, so that's why Mr. Mouse cut the net into pieces and the pigeons were freed again. And they were freed because they worked in a team. So that was the story of this chapter, that is teamwork. So there is a quotation by Helen Keller, that is alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. So the meaning of this quotation is like if we do some work alone, so we can do it little, we will take so much time, but if we will do any work in a team, so we will do that work in a less time and we will achieve our goal soon. So that was the story. I hope that you have understood this chapter, what we have learned in this story. In this story we had learned about that we should always work in a team and we should always hear what the team leader says, and if we will do work in a team, so we will achieve the common goal and it creates a positive atmosphere of the students. That's all for today. Now note down your homework. Today